Here's a man was running for the highest office in America. And as you can see, brothers and sisters, the LGBTQRXTUVW and the XYZ are really pushing their agenda and trying to force it. And the churches around the world are bowing to the force of it. Until our young people, middle-aged and old, have become so mentally and emotionally diluted and deceived by it until they have concluded what's wrong with it. What's the matter? Some right men said, don't bother the homosexuality, just preach the word. Well, if I preach the word, I got to bother it. Today, we're supposed to have a discussion with the congressman, the former congressman of Houston, Texas, Mr. Beto O'Rourke. And he was running for the office of the doghouse here in America. The presidency of America, he dropped out. Not that he would have made a difference if he would have won. But he said if he would be elected president, he would penalize all churches who did not believe and endorse and perform same-sex marriages. And he will strip all churches of their tax-exempt status. So we had a letter sent to him to meet us today. And his secretary, his personal secretary, did call me. And we talked, and we told her how the format would be. And she said, that's good, Pastor Jennings, that's very good. She said, but you have a very busy schedule, and he may not be able to make it. Would you settle for a substitute? I said, anybody. Anybody. If you're 5 inches tall, I'll hold you up, I'll stand you up on the Bible. Anybody. Because why would you attack the church? Because you got some belief that promotes that which God is against. It goes to show you the desperation of politicians. That they are willing to believe anything if it would get them elected. So, before I go further, I want to share with my brothers and sisters that are here, and come on, Dan, and my viewing audience, the letter that was sent. I'll let Dan read it to you and let you get a chance to hear it. All right.
The letter says it was dated October the 18th, the year 2019. Dear Mr. Beto O'Rourke, we would like to introduce you to our assembly, which is based on the faith of holiness. We became aware of your campaign to become elected to the United States Senate following your term as a member of the United States House of Representatives from the year 2013 to the year 2019 for the 16th Congressional District in the state of Texas. We are writing in regarding your proposed Equality Act as part of your presidential campaign platform in your bid to become the next president of the United States. From various debates and interviews, we understand that you seek to eliminate the tax-exempt status for any nonprofit organization which would hinder or oppose human or civil rights of those individuals in the LGBTQ community. We are wholly against any discrimination practices which would deprive any person of their dignity to maintain a safe and equitable existence. While we are opposed to any violation of human rights, we would like to better understand how you perceive the challenge of civil rights violations of those identifying as LGBTQ and what you desired outcome is for those with different sentiments if the Equality Act is enacted. As you have given numerous interviews and debates across various forums, we would now like to offer you the opportunity to have a respectful and honest dialogue with an actual organization which may be targeted by your proposed act. We invite you to join us for a televised dialogue during our international end-of-year convocation to be held in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on December the 29th, year 2019 at 12:30 p.m. We would like to provide your followers as well as others the opportunity to witness an open discussion with a faith-based organization to define the reality and opinions of civil rights and human rights to which all are entitled, yet differently defined. We hope that you will see the need for this conversation and hope that you will accept our invitation with best regards. If you or your staff is in need of further information or facilities for arrangements, please contact us and our contact information will be given. Then the letter says, thank you in advance for your time and consideration. We look forward to hearing from you soon. Sincerely, Pastor Gino Jennings.
Thank you, brother. This is what we send the congressmen. Now, when the announcements was made about this discussion, you know, you always have those that just hate the truth of God. I don't care what it is. If we sent an ice cream truck up their neighborhood and just dump ice cream in their living room, they'll say it's too cold. But politicians are not exempted. Why was this discussion very important? Here's a man was running for the highest office in America. And as you can see, brothers and sisters, the LGBTQRXTUVW and the XYZ are really pushing their agenda and trying to force it. And the churches around the world are bowing to the force of it. Until our young people, middle-aged and old, have become so mentally and emotionally diluted and deceived by it until they have concluded what's wrong with it. What's the matter? Some right men say it don't bother the homosexuality, just preach the word. Well, if I preach the word, I got to bother it. Amen. The Bible says be instant in season, didn't it? And out of season, reprove and rebuke. So I have to rebuke it. I have to reprove it. And I have to do it with God's everlasting word. Don't misunderstand me. Somebody saw the announcement and was angry because some would-be half-inch by half-inch preacher, I don't know who he is, he said, why would you debate a politician and won't debate me? You know, I don't debate everybody. And the reason why I don't debate everybody, a lot of these men don't want to be right. They just want to make a name for themselves off the popularity of the platform of the truth of God. And a lot of them is mad because we won't let them use our platform. So I'm just not interested in everybody. I don't want little tadpoles and, you know, little microcosmic things in water that you can't even see. I want whales so I can harpoon them. Them that's affecting the masses of people. Are you getting what I'm telling you? I want kings and queens and big false prophets so I can scale you. Amen. You little pulpit parasites. You need a magnifying glass to just see your level of falseness. I ain't thinking about you. Amen. Hell will convert you quicker than we can. All right.